Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm Bokus Meat Factory. Guess what? Oh my goodness. As you can see, things are a little different looking. You can't really see me. Hi! I feel like a little kid. We had a new setup. Our desk, arrangements have changed dramatically as I make myself deaf. My big headphones right now, I'm missing a cable, so I'm wearing these stupid earbuds. They're gonna be falling out like non-stop relentless. So enjoy me sitting here touching my ears all the time. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I am playing more. Hey Simon, how's it going? I'm gonna play more Burning Rangers. We're gonna beat it probably because I'm on the second to last stage, so we should be able to beat it pretty quickly. And then we are gonna maybe make some progress on Pokemon Red. Maybe we'll see how it goes. How's it going though? Hopefully you're doing well. You can't even see me. I need to sit up. Hold on. Okay. That's a bigger setup than before. Alright. Turn that down just a bit. There we go. Molto bella. I'm wearing these dinky earphones, man. I got giant weird ears and they don't sit in my ear at all. So that's gonna be fun. Ugh. Anyways, let's get this party started, man. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you're all doing well. Do 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 do. Let's see. Let's get this thing going. Boink. There we go. This guy full screen. We did some little shifting around, made things a little weird. There we go. Oh my goodness. Finally. Alright. Ooh, welcome back to the virtual bedroom, man. This is good times. Alright. We were doing Burning Rangers. So let's get our Saturn out. Boink. Set it there. Let's pull out our Burning Rangers copy. Saturn. Burning Rangers. Deviant! Cheetos! How's it going, Deviant? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Hi guys. Hold on. I am as if I've never played this game before in my life. Setting it up. Boink. Okay. Oh my goodness. Hi guys, how's it going, Deviant? What you been up to? Have you been playing anything good? I hope you have been. I have a new desk set up, so things are a little weird, and we're gonna try to make things work. I lost my headphone cable from my giant honking headphones in that process, so I have these dinky earbuds that are gonna be falling off constantly. So just get used to me doing this all the time. All the time, because my ears are oddly shaped. Let's turn off the lights. Boink. Get everything framed up properly. Sonic Team, Burning Rangers. Have you... Oh, Jesus, I'm turning off the TV. Have you, seen any Burning Rangers before, Deviant? Out of curiosity? I hope you have, man. This is a classic. There's gonna be a little bit of weird audio stutter. Happens with emulation. Christmas shopping. Started streaming Valferis. What is Valferis? I'm curious. That sounds like a very interesting game. I'm guessing some kind of Japanese action RPG. Make sure my audio levels are good. You played Burning Rangers on a Sears kiosk back in the day. Ah, dude, it is a glory. It is a beaut. That is for sure. What's interesting, I did not have any of the stuttering earlier, and I'm curious to know what has caused it. It's an indie running gun by the team behind Slain. Okay, a running gun, nice. I've never heard of Slain either. I've never done much of the running guns, to be honest. Is my audio okay, by the way? I'm not too loud, hopefully. We had to change things around our setup, so I think it's for the better. This requires we get some hiccups, but we'll see how it goes. As you can see, look at this. See this? It's falling out. Happens. Constantly. You know what I might do? This is what I'll do. Put headphones on over top of these earbuds to keep them in place. I'm a genius! It just looks like I'm wearing headphones now. Okay.
Got it.
Oh my gosh. So Burning Rangers is a game about being firefighters, right? Firefighters of the future.
Mail is here. Have you checked it?
I haven't checked my mail. You get mail from the people that you save. But essentially the game is really about trying to do this kind of non-violent thing. Yuji Naka, you know, maker of Sonic and such, wanted to create a more non-violent game where you are a hero, you don't destroy things. And so the whole idea is that in the future, you know, it's a utopian society, everything's perfect, but accidents still happen. You still need heroes to save people from natural disasters and stuff like that. So that's where these firefighters come in to save people with this renewable energy of converting fire into energy and using that to teleport people. It's bananas. But it's really cool. I love it a bunch. The controls are a little wonky. I hit the wrong button. Let's see. It's pretty great. Totally metal, like Slane was. You can look up my archive. I will. Okay, the Switch version. Okay, I love the Switch, man. Switch is perfect
Here you go.
for games like that.
You should read it soon.
Perfect for those types of games. I've got a lot of mail. I saved a bunch of people. This is from Peter Smith. Do you remember me? I'm the doctor's assistant. He's really sorry about the accident and is thinking of retiring, but I think that's a mistake. Oh, I think he should continue his research. How can I convince him of this? Yeah, man, Deviant, I owned it when I was a kid, and I own all the games still, including Burning Rangers. But I love the fighting games, and that was really kind of where my fighting game passion evolved into taking very seriously. No, you're thinking Fighters Mega Mix, which had Fighting Vipers and Virtua Fighter together, as well as the Daytona USA stock car, which was my favorite on that system. I loved that, and Street Fighter Alpha 2 were like my two favorites. I loved them to death. I thought they were so great, and Fighters Mega Mix was so intense, and it was like super fast. It also had this guy Deku, which was this like Morocco wielding, sombrero hat wearing green bean, and I'm positive that was a prototype Amigo from Samba de Amigo. Like, I honestly feel like they were working on that on the Saturn, moved it over to the Dreamcast, because that, come on, it's not, the character's not in anything, but he's in that game as a secret character. He had to be. Sorry, this is Joe Bradley. I am the doctor you rescued. I must apologize to you. To endanger so many people. What was I thinking? How did I create that thing? We only had good intentions, but like, look what happened. Maybe I should go ahead and stop my research. From Carl Fisher. I've been following the Burning Rangers for some time now. You're so cool! I've decided I want to be part of your team. Oh, and don't worry, I'm pretty tough. When is the next recruitment? Please mail me the information. Richard Wells. Boy, the Burning Rangers were more amazing than I ever imagined. I know you were wearing special suits. Even so, it still took courage to enter that laboratory. Gunstar! Yes! Top tier action stuff. I'm so glad to have you. David says, I do have a Dreamcast though. I got mine back as the GameCube was coming out. A coworker at the OEM sales job I had at the time was getting rid of it and sold it to me for $50. What a steal! After my shift, I walked across the street to Toys R Us and bought Soul Calibur, Virtua Fighter 3 Team Battle, and Capcom vs. SNK. Oh, so good! I love those. Soul Calibur was the first time ever, and further entrenching that the Dreamcast was really the spiritual successor to the Saturn. It was the first time you had a game that was better than the arcades. You know? That was monumental and mind-blowing. I absolutely was lost my mind because I was a big fighting game person at that time. That was at the height where I'd go to the arcades and play, and all these older kids would threaten me to beat me up because I kicked their ass in games like Street Fighter 3. And so that was like the height where I was constantly playing, just ingesting fighting games like mad. I loved it to death. From Oliver Landon. I was surprised to learn that the doctor was responsible for creating that horrible thing, but I can't blame him for this unfortunate mishap. His intentions were honorable, to find a benefit from this, the only memento of his deceased wife. I truly feel for him. Of course. What an anime thing to say. That's like the most anime thing to say. Holy crap. Alright, so we're gonna get started. We are two levels away from beating the game. Just go, go. Doing Tillis. Alright, mission 3. Oh, I know Maximilian, dude, he's awesome. Repaired fighting games with food. Made some good points. Of course, Tillis is the best, dude. She can psychically talk to animals. How would you not pick her? Dude, why would you want to do fucking show I'm a Barney, okay? Like, he can't even say his own name right. He's like, I'm a Barney. It's like, that's not how you say that.
T119 sector RK404. Crews are working on Firebird. Can you hear me?
It's gonna take a second to engage the controls again. It's weird
There's no response.
on the emulator.
Point of waiting here. Let's go investigate.
Okay,
Let's do this.
perfect.
Okay. Reed and Tillis, I want you two to enter
Zero
the
G.
main dock. Big and Show, enter from the starboard port.
Roger. Tillis, is this your first real mission in zero gravity?
Chris! In front of you and towards the right.
Okay, we're not going that way yet. It's like when they tell you to go that way, always go the other way.
Looks like that elevator will only ascend.
Woo! Holy.
This is Tillis! Turn back.
Not gonna. I need to get into more running guns. In all honesty, that's like that is a genre that I'm severely kind of lacking on. That and shmups. Like, I always try to get into shmups and I can't really do it so much. I really need to give it a better shot, to be honest.
Where are you going? Come back.
I'm going where I want to go. I'm gathering gems. I'm saving people, alright? There's another person on this lower floor. I need to get to them, okay? Ah, crap. Messed that up. Oh well. Come on, Tillis. You got this. Tillis. Tillis. Oh my gosh, Tillis. Oh, that's not an elevator. Duh. I don't know if it'll go cheap. It depends on that sort of stuff, you know? Like, you end up being on, like, limited run and stuff like that. It tends to get more and more expensive.
This is Tillis! There should be a switch near you.
This game also was amazing for the fact that it had, like, the dialogue guidance and stuff. Like, that was crazy. Ooh, shit.
No data available here.
No
Proceed
data
with
available.
caution.
Thanks. Okay, so those two doors just let this in place.
This is the computer control room. Proceed with caution. Use your best judgment.
Okay. Where am I going?
Chris! Listen for any sounds. They'll help you avoid explosions.
Okay.
This is me. I've passed through the airlock. Confirmed simulated gravity of 0.9 G. I've also secured oxygen in this area.
This is Show. I've also passed through the airlock.
Crap. We're starting off terrible, by the way. Oh my gosh. There, that opens something up. That leads me up. This opened up. Here we go.
This is Tillis. Go straight.
There we go.
I found machine parts, which look like they're in the process of being dismantled, but I don't see anyone.
Something must have happened.
Affirmative. I will continue my investigation.
I love like the
Those
fact that
robots are programmed to work on the exterior
everybody
walls.
has like
So why
stuff
is it
going
here?
on.
Don't depend on your shield too much.
Jesus.
Go up. There should be a switch on top. Try climbing up to reach it.
Jeez. Woo. There we go. There we go. On the switch. I said my game. Okay. I think I said my game stuff even though our town was 3. There. The bad, the good, and the ugly. Mall, the good one. The one in the mall, the bad one. And the one by the Walmart, the ugly one. Hey, you know what? Good, bad, ugly, regardless. If they got the games, I don't mind so much.
With that, the shutter.
I always find that a lot of people judge my purchases. Like, the other day, I went and bought, Dragon Quest Builders 2. And the guy's like, why would you want that? And I'm just like, dude, just give me the game. Like, I don't want to sit here and have to justify my purchase to you. That's just ridiculous.
It has aged quite a bit. Proceed carefully.
Oh, great. I do have, by the way, a teething 2-year-old.
Tillis, not that way.
Oh, who is very testy right now. So she may wake up. I may have to take care of her. So we'll see how that goes. And we're getting sucked out of the place. What a crazy mess this is. I love this game so much. It's short, but like you have the 2 different paths with the 2 different characters. They said they only got like half of the game that they wanted to make got made.
Tillis, what are you doing coming back?
Okay, fine, Chris. Jeez, you're so bossy.
This is the escape port. Doesn't look like anyone's here. There's only one escape pod left.
Show, what happened?
Nothing. I will continue to investigate.
Okay, where am I supposed to go?
Chris! The door behind you.
Okay, Chris.
This is Tillis! Go straight.
Okay. People always judge me by my purchases.
Jump up. This is Tillis! Go up.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. Whew. They do though. That's the thing though. Like they'll always just be like, "Why are you getting this game? It's not very good." And it's like, dude, it's great. Dragon Quest Builders is spectacular. If anybody's played that, it's awesome. I love that game. Let's see.
Chris! Go up from there.
I'm trying to, Chris. Jeez. Okay.
Chris! No data available here.
Okay.
Proceed with caution.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris! Dead end.
Tell me to go. Oh, there it is. There's the door. Brewing hamster! Brewing hamster! How's it going, man? It's so good to see you. I'm getting my bearings. I'm getting so lost. It's not even funny.
Dangerous here. You'll have to stop for work.
There's my man, Big Land Man.
Here and tell us what to do? We can't
It's a
stop
pleasure.
family just because
We've
it's
changed things up a little bit around here. Our settings are a little bit different. Dude, the game's going great. I'm getting a little rusty, you know?
Okay, leave the rest to me, big guy.
Yeah, dude, Deviant, there's snobs no matter where you go. Like, I'm not a drinker, but you know, I just think it's weird that that even in the world of booze, people are very oh jeez.
Careful. Your shield is out.
Tell us. I'm dead. I love the virtual CRT as well. I do too, man. It's my favorite. Let's retry. Let's do that again. My gosh, I was so rusty. I was no idea what was going on. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played Burning Rangers.
Watch out!
Oh, come on.
Look out. It's a dismantling robot.
Thank you, Tillis. Okay, so it does have... There we go. Atari Robot hates space children!
I just heard from Big that there are a total of 5 crew members. Hurry.
Yeah. 5 crew members, okay. Dude, there's so much going on right now. Oh my gosh, so much fire.
Enter the door.
Not yet. There's more fire to fight and giant robot bees. There. Whew.
You've got to listen to us.
This is Tillis! Listen for any sounds. They'll help you avoid explosions. Show. Whoa!
Ah, I hate when that happens. Steals all the crystals and everything. There we go.
You'll need an ID card to access the door, which
Okay.
leads to a control terminal in the
Let's
other
see.
room.
There we go.
Your shield's breaking
Oh my
up.
gosh. Stealing all my crystals. When you consider how the 3D tech was shoehorned into the Saturn last second, this is even more impressive. This is actually using the Nights into Dreams engine, which is kind of crazy as well.
Count on me.
I'm surprised at how well it looks considering, right? And yeah, people can always like say like, oh, the 32-bit era 3D is always looking janky, but this like it's got its own kind of style to it. It's very like the Sega Saturn in general is very very stylish.
I feel like I'm being sucked in.
What is what? And what are you getting sucked into? You okay there, Tillis? You
You won't be able to access anything unless you have an ID card.
except to access
With
that.
ID card, one of the doors is open.
Okay. One of many doors. The Saturn is again my all-time favorite, right? The Saturn is genuinely spectacular. Oh jeez, come on, let's run back. Nope, run. The Saturn is just so unique of its own accord, right? It's very much a one-of-a-kind thing. And say what you will about it, whether you like it or not, and that's just okay if you do, or you don't. But, like, you can't say that it doesn't have its own unique personality. It was perfect for its arcade ports, and it made some amazing ports of stuff. I mean, you look at the Street Fighter games, you know, Virtua Fighter 2, those sort of things, they look spectacular. And, it really had its own thing, and like it had those unique exclusives. Saturn Bomberman, you cannot tell me that Saturn Bomberman is not like the best Bomberman game ever made. And Fighters Mega Mix, so amazing. Last Bronx, it was just a mecca for fighters, a mecca for shmups, and what little RPGs it had were some of the best. Albert Odyssey is so great and has some of the best music that I can honestly say. The Deviant, Oh man, the Deviant. I have a treat for you. I don't know if you've heard me talk about this before, but the Commodore 64. My favorite thing out of the Commodore 64 is a little game called Habitat. I don't know if you've heard of it. A lot of people haven't, and that's okay. But it is one of my favorites. The Habitat is so good.
Listen for any sounds. They'll help you avoid explosions.
You ever heard of Habitat? It's a really great question because, man, it is legit my fave. One of my faves. Okay, where the hell am I going now? Okay, so here's the thing. It's the very first graphical MMORPG. It had custom player housing. It had mini games inside of it. It used a verb coin. It was made by LucasArts, and it had used a verb coin that was later brought into LucasArts adventure games that we know and love, like Full Throttle and stuff like this. But it was like one of the first to use that, and it was seriously, in all honesty, such a revolutionary thing. You had you could customize your player character, and it had like a player-run newspaper and a player-run economy, and it had custom player quests and stuff like this that you could do, and it was insane.
Turn back.
It was probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And what's more insane, though, is the fact that you can still play it to this day on original hardware. That's what's crazy, is that you can play this game right now on the original hardware and connect and still play. Bananas. Absolutely bananas. There's something I love to death. And it introduced some stuff like, it later introduced weapons and stuff like that, and so people would hunt each other down in the game world, and death didn't mean anything. You became a ghost, and you'd have to go to a certain spot to come back. But it was something truly magical that could never be replicated to this day. It was a gigantic psychological experiment, essentially. And it didn't last long commercially, but it was on the Commodore 64, man. It was something else. Oh, I know. I love MUDs. I love MUDs a lot. But it's just, it's very surprising. I'm always happy and surprised to see the kind of these old and outdated software, especially online software, still alive and preserved by people. And for me, that's probably the most important thing. Like, I love preservation more than anything. I love games that were lost to time, brought back to life. And I'm going to show, eventually at some point in time, show a lot of that stuff, eventually. I've got a lot to play. A lot to play, a lot to share. And I'll definitely be playing Habitat at some point. I'd love it. Deviant, you come with me on a journey through Habitat. And we'll start some things. We'll start some trouble. It's just amazing that stuff still exists. And it makes me so happy. Like, that is the best. Jesus, my fire. I also learned about this interesting text-based adventure game called AI Dungeon Generator. And it's a text game where you can type in anything, and it uses AI like search results and stuff like this to generate a dynamic and personalized adventure. And you can literally type anything, and it kind of goes along with it. It's very janky, but in an awesome way. It's janky in a good way. All right, where's the fire? I've gone there. Been there.
This is Tillis.
Enter the door in front of you.
So I can't. There we go.
Listen for any sounds. They'll help you avoid explosions.
I was more an action gamer as a kid, so I played a lot of the arcade ports, a slew of original action games, and a few of the more cerebral games too. One of my favorites growing up on the platform was Beachhead 2, The Dictator Strikes Back. It was 4 head-to-head games you played against a computer or friend in succession. Or these games with voice synth in it. I dig it, man. I mean, my first game ever was Combat, so like on the Atari 2600. Oh, crap. There goes half my gems. That's just amazing. I love when...
Tillis, that area has already been secured. Go in through gate B03.
I love when games do something new, but even more for when you see something new in context to the rest of the history of games.
Stay alert until the fire's completely out.
And so stuff like the first time you use a synth and stuff like that. Love Combat, yes. Oh my gosh, Invisible Ricochet is the best. Combat Spectacular, and like I loved like as a kid Scorched Earth on my DOS, like on DOS. You know, like, kind of the predecessor to the games like Worms and stuff like that. And I had older brothers, so we always did a lot of more competitive play. Oh, nice. I don't have any collection of that stuff, sadly. Most of my stuff's like Saturn and Dreamcast, and a lot of PC stuff as well.
Mrs. Reed, found 2 crew members. I will transport them one at a time.
Roger. Good.
Let's see, where are we here? We're floating in 0G.
Chris, I found a stowaway.
Oh my. Aren't you, Mel? What are you doing here?
I was hiding with my brother. He said he was going to look at the meteorite, and he hasn't come back yet.
All Rangers, look for the boy immediately.
Roger.
There we go. Things with me, I kept most... Yeah. So, like, I had 2 older brothers, so, like, my collection essentially consists of whatever they purchased. Because, like, they just shared with me. And at the end, they kind of grew out of most of the stuff, and they just handed me down everything they had.
You won't be able to access anything unless you have an ID card.
Yeah, I would say it's so expensive. Like, all the Saturn stuff that I have, you know? Like, if I were to buy that stuff now, ain't gonna happen. It's so expensive. I actually started selling some stuff.
One of the 3 doors is open.
Because money's tight, and I had to make, you know, make ends meet. And so I sold,
The door below and to the right of you.
I had to sell, like, Panzer Dragoon Saga, and Dragon Force, and Magic Knight Rares,
This is the second
and stuff
time,
like that.
Tillis. Tillis, not that way.
Oops. This one here.
This is Tillis.
Turn back.
Okay. Turn back.
Chris.
Go left.
There.
Enter the door.
There we
Tillis,
go.
The dock will be scorched in a short while. The burning ship will break away and we will be waiting at a safe distance ready for transporting.
Okay, you be careful.
I'm detecting
Crap.
survivors nearby. Look around.
Okay. Open that door. There we go. That's where we're going. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Can I go in here? No. Yeah, you have a 2600. Gotcha. Commodore 64, don't. Television, no. Sega Master System, no. NES, yes. Super NES, I only have the mini. Genesis, 100%. Dreamcast, oh man. GameCube, crazy. Wii U and Wii, both. GBA, yeah. Game Boy, yeah. 2DS, you got a 3DS. Switch, yeah. Yeah, I just have the SNES and the NES Mini, even though I have an NES and stuff like that. Just for the kind of the ease of use. You know, just hook it up and don't have to do anything crazy and mod stuff. I don't have a CRT anymore, sadly. Yeah, so for me, it's Atari 2600, NES, Genesis, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Virtual Boy, original Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced. I have a Game Boy Advance SP, DS, 3DS. I have a DS Lite. Xbox 360, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Wii, um, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Switch. The flashbacks are always kind of rough. Like, I never get them because I know they were kind of rough.
I found the boy. He'll be okay.
I want the Commodore 64 Mini. That'd be cool.
I'm a burning
Is it
ranger.
good?
I'm here to help you. Wow. You're
I got a lot of
burning
everything,
right?
man.
You're really a burning ranger. Yes, and I'll give you an autograph later. Chris, I'll transport him.
And I know, like, I could do
Magnetic storms jamming our systems.
I could do like the Unreal hardware streaming. I'd have to buy some things. I don't really have any money to do this right now. But like,
Come on,
I like the
let's go.
virtual bedroom. I like just playing in a virtual space. That's just my thing.
I'm Tillis.
Jeez.
I'm Neil.
Oh man, I gotta do this without.
Hi, you're a slick one, eh? You remind me of someone.
Oh crap! Don't fall, Tillis. Because I can't fight any fires. Oh, we did. Worth every penny. You can run disc images off a flash drive after you update the firmware. Oh, nice. Yeah, in this instance, you can't get hit by any fire because you have to protect the kid. Come on, Tillis, you're almost there.
I'm Tillis. I'm Neil. Do you have a boyfriend? Hi, you're a slick one, eh? You remind me of someone.
Crap. Yeah, I'm Neil. Do you have a boyfriend? Kid.
Tillis, our transmission's breaking up. Please hurry and get out of there.
Tillis! Neil, close your eyes if you get scared.
Tillis, be careful. We detected an unusually enormous...
Ah, crap. That GameStop. Okay, so the GameStop clearance. A lot of them. Cheap souvenir location sells any left. I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it out. That sounds really cool. I'm getting into VR after the holidays. I got a PlayStation VR. I know like a lot of people love the retro stuff.
I'm Neil.
I'm a big retro person as well.
Hi,
But
you're
for
a slick
me,
one, eh? You remind me
the big thing is I love playing everything. I have a giant old school collection. I have a whole bunch of new games. I think the biggest thing for me is playing interesting gaming experiences. You can't get much anywhere else.
Get scared.
And so for like, I can't wait to do some VR streams, especially because I got like Resident Evil 7, Astrobot Rescue Mission, all that stuff I wanna share like really bad.
Give me the escape pod. Hurry, get on.
Tillis, there's only room for one
Eventually,
person. What are we gonna do?
You're going to get in, of course.
What about you, Tillis?
I'll find another escape pod.
I'm excited
Be
about
brave.
Half-Life
Later, he's gonna
Alex.
come back.
I think this is gonna be
No one
super
needs to
cool,
worry any more than he has
and I
to,
think that
right?
it's going to
Tillis,
get
you have to
crapped on a
promise me
lot.
you'll Come back and give me your autograph. I
Aww.
I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting till you come back.
See you,
What have I
kid.
gotten myself into? I can't break my promise with him.
At some point, like money's the biggest deciding factor, and I got hit hard financially. I mean, having to spend $10,000 on a new boiler system, and with some healthcare costs that have recently come up drastically, we might be owing $17,000.
Lower level. Why?
That would be awesome. A 12-core Ryzen.
Who's there?
Oof.
The defense systems have been activated. Hurry, get out of here.
Oh Jesus. What? Come on, Tillis. Okay, you can't. Oh, come on. No. If I die, I have to start all over again. I don't think I have. Come on. Why isn't that? Oh my gosh, Tillis, you're killing me. Lock on, damn it. There, thank you. Jesus. Yeah, seriously. Well, my wife, I'm a stay-at-home dad. My wife is a nurse. And so it's all kind of reliant on, oh, come on. Reliant on how that goes. We'll find out though soon. What is going on? Glitched out on me? Oof, yeah, that's expensive, dude. Life is one big expense. Oh, crap. Tell us. Oh, that's that. Shit. Do I have another continue? Please, yes, I got one more continue. Thank you. Yeah, seriously, you've already put in 1,500, that's a lot. And like having to put more in just to keep it going. It was tough. That's tough stuff. Damn it. Come on, lock on. Oh my gosh. This lock on is garbage. Jesus Christ, don't die, tell us. You lock onto this dude? There, my god. Yeah, it's one of those situations where we're just like praying that nothing else bad happens, but you don't know. You can't predict it. No matter how much you try, right? Time to Sonic the Hedgehog this. Aw, oh, damn it. Okay, get moving. There's gotta be another thing here somewhere. There's not. I'm so... There we go. Thank God. Hopefully nothing... Fingers crossed nothing bad happens on the rest of my Burning Rangers run. My gosh. This music's rocking though, man. What awesome music. Shit, come on. I'm sweating bullets right now. Jesus Christ. One more hit. Come on. Shit. Yes! Oh, what a pain in the ass. Whew. It is nice to have a 0% interest loan.
Chris, come in. Hey, Big.
Oh my god.
Hey, run for your life. Huh?
What? Anime story.
What is that? Where did it come from?
We've got trouble. It's absorbing the colony.
Anime!
Transport is malfunctioning.
Tell us. Listen,
We are going
you've got
so
to get
anime
out of
right
there.
now.
Tell us, or you'll be trapped inside.
I can't handle the anime!
Tillis, come in. Tillis? Tillis.
It's no use. We're
Psychic
losing the
space
signal.
child! What does it mean? Someone explain! It might be. I don't know what other stuff did she do? What other stuff did she do? Ooh, D.
Can you hear me? That's strange. There's no response.
Oh, I hit B. Yeah, we'll continue. We got some emails I need to watch. What other voice acting did she do? Oh, it's Faye. No, I'll have to look into it. Let me see. Let me go look right now. Since we're here, right?
Look, incoming mail for you. You're getting pretty popular.
Let's see. Oh, it's some of the Japanese voice actors. Let's see. Let's see. Huh. Doesn't tell me. That's weird. The female character in Soul Calibur. Oh yeah. Dear Rangers, thank you for saving my life. I'll never forget what you told me in the escape pod room. I want to be a ranger just like you, and you can be my partner. That kid is filthy. So grateful to you all. Thank you for saving my life. I can't believe the transmitter caused all this. I should have destroyed it when I first discovered the defect. I guess it's too late now. I devote all my time to research with little regard for anything else, and the incident happened. Now I realize I neglected those dearest to me. From now on, I will strive to be a good husband and father. Thanks. I don't know how to begin to thank you. When I fell and broke my leg, I thought for certain I would die in a fire. Words cannot express my gratitude for saving my life. I'll never forget you. P.S. Sending nudes. I was in charge of maintaining the robot. Working, okay. It's impossible that B got out of control. Anyway, Working B is a mass production model. I'll look into this claim as soon as I can. Alright. Rangers go. Go. So yeah, once we beat this level, it's the final boss. There's a lot of heavy platforming. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of heavy platforming. Once we beat that, I'm gonna call it a night. Sadly, it's a short one today because I got a new setup and these headphones are killing me. But also, I have been on the road all day today doing a lot of heavy lifting and moving, so I'm like going to get some rest and relaxation. But we'll beat this, and then I highly recommend tonight, the Renaissance, wonderful streamer, is going to be streaming Undertale for the first time. Super great game, and right up at his alley, I think, with awesome music.
Come in! I lost her. What's going on out there?
Winged
I
Cradle.
need to get out of here. Watch out! Ah!
Yep, full 10-hour days of heavy lifting. Hey, you get some exercise, but it stinks.
Run away! Quick! Wow!
Oh, great. Okay. There we go. Oh, jeez. What is going on, man? This is a wild one.
Go up.
We often reference a regular show bit from the episode called Lift With Your Back. What is the reference? I'd love to know.
Go straight and then right. Look out!
Okay, where am I supposed to go? Straight and then right. Oh, shit. Tell us. The boss of the moving company tells Rigby they have to lift with their back. And that'll show him how it's done. So when he lifts it with his back grows an 8-pack of abs. Then he yells, "You want that paycheck? Lift with your back!" That is hilarious, dude. I love it. Jesus. Jesus. I have no idea where I'm going. Let's see. Great. I'm gonna do this again, aren't I? I'll go back this way and go around. turn that thing on. Yeah, that's where it needs to go. Okay.
Stay alert.
Yeah, of course I'm staying alert, lady. Weird and, you know, amorphous anime girl voice.
Go down.
What is that? Okay. I think I need to blow that up.
Wow!
Oh, crap.
Wow!
My God. Let's get my ass kicked here. There we go. Whew. That was crazy. Loading, loading, loading.
Go down.
Okay, go down.
Go up.
So much crackle.
Go straight.
There we go. We can close to that final boss fight. Oh.
Wow! You're almost there.
Right there, Tillis? There we go. Almost there. To save the psychic anime girl. Oh, yeah.
Wow, I'll be history if I fall off.
Ready for precise platforming.
Stay
Oh,
alert.
crap. Okay. Oh, Jesus, Tillis. No, Tillis, Tillis. Get it together, kid, Tillis. Get it together. Oh, boy. There we go. We're getting there. Okay. Whew. Okay, where am I going? Down? Yeah. Okay. Burk, burk, burk. Burk, burk, burk. Burk, burk, burk. Okay. Oh, man. Jesus, Tillis. Tillis. Be careful, please. There's like a little bit of extra, like, when you stop walking, they move just a little bit farther than you want them to be.
Look out! The defense system has been activated. Who are you? Please answer me. The energy field
Oh,
surrounding
shit.
the gigantic space colony will disappear.
Good job, Tillis.
You can destroy the objects in front.
No.
Your ship can enter inside.
No. No, no. We're gonna die. We're just gonna kill ourselves there. Whew. Because let's just retry back at the checkpoint instead of at the very bottom of the thing. Whew. Man. No, it started me over. Damn it.
Wow, I'll be history if I fall off.
Yeah, you will, Tillis. Really?
Ow!
That's fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's alright. Let's try that again. Sweet Jesus, Tillis. Yeah, apparently. I don't know how I did. Nope. Why are you jumping over that?
Stay alert.
Can you get one of those crystals, Tillis? Come on. Of all those, you get one. Okay. This is nerve-wracking right now. Nerve-wracking. some of those crystals, Tillis. Come on. Get some of those crystals, Tillis. Oh, Jesus. You can do it. Okay. Whew! That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. This sort of stuff makes me sweat like uncontrollably. Like my hands are so sweaty right now. It's not even funny. Too much, Tillis. Dial it back, baby. Okay. Okay. Just drop down. No big deal, Tillis. No big deal. Oh my god. This is so nerve-wracking. I have played Castlevania 64. I've not actually gone through it all. My best friend back in middle school had it, and I'd watch him play because I was like, that seems intense. A lot of jumps like this. Oh, it's so nerve-wracking. I want to go through all the Castlevanias at one point. I've only ever beaten Castlevania 1 and Dawn of Sorrow. That's it.
Look out! The defense system has been activated.
Who are you? Please, answer me!
The energy field surrounding this gigantic space colony will disappear if you can destroy the object in front.
That's what I always think. I mean, that was really the first time that Castlevania went into, you know, 3D, but also people are super crazy because you had, you know, Symphony of the Night that came out and stuff like that, so that kind of went up against that. Oh, jeez. Oh, Tillis, you're dead. Diamond Death. Behold, Diamond Death. It's the space colony's security system. I mean, come on. When in doubt, just jump in place. Nope, don't do that, Tillis. Come on. Tillis. Get your shit together, Tillis. Oh, come on. Tillis. Get your shit together. Nope. Tillis, get your shit together. Tillis, get your shit together.
Who are you? I am Elia Klein. I'm in the center of the ship.
What's this? Am I really in a spaceship?
At the age of 16, I was infected by an incurable disease. My father, a scientist, wanted to save me. So he created a spaceship equipped with a special hypersleep unit for me and programmed the ship to orbit around Earth. In order to protect me, my father cloned his consciousness into the ship's main computer memory banks. However, after a long period of time, the computer started to adapt. Its programmed logic started to advance very quickly. It absorbed any and all the materials floating in space and created a defensive shield. Recently, a signal was sent to the ship.
What is going on?
That would help me get well again.
Oh
This
man.
has caused the main computer to carry out its final instructions to bring me back
This
to
is
Earth.
so silly.
But that would mean disaster because if the ship reaches Earth, all of it would be destroyed. From here, I can do nothing. but
Seriously.
the ship's defense is almost invincible to any attack from the outside. However, the ship is very vulnerable from the inside. Please, I beg you to destroy this monster.
You ready to destroy this monster? We stop the ship's defense system. Shields down. Let's bring in the Burning Ranger spaceship.
Tillis, come in, Tillis. Do you read me?
Tillis, are you okay?
Chris, I'm here.
Burning Rangers, go!
We'll transport you to our ship immediately.
Tillis, are you alright?
I'm okay. Listen, I got some info about this spaceship.
I heard it. We all heard her voice.
I cannot imagine how devastating the damage would be if an object that size collided with Earth.
Okay, this is it. Tillis, on your mark.
Confirmed. Destination, ship's central core. Full blast.
Roger.
That's what I gotta say. Okay. Rangers, go, 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 go. Shit. Oh, I need those crystals. I need crystals, damn it. Ah, damn it. Why do I want to go super fast? I do not want to go super fast. Come on. Oh no. I just need a couple crystals. For the love of God. Dual barrel roll. Okay. That's the last continue, damn it. Damn it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Can I skip this?
Tillis, come in, Tillis.
Oh, no.
Tillis, are you okay?
Chris, I'm
Exposition.
here. Can you locate me?
Tillis, we'll transport you to our ship immediately.
Tillis, are you alright?
I'm okay. Listen, I got some info about this spaceship.
I heard it. We all heard her voice.
I cannot imagine how devastating the damage would be if an object that size collided with Earth.
Okay, this is it. Tillis, on your mark.
Confirmed. Destination, ship's central core. Full blast.
Roger.
Cardio Core sounds like a Planet Fitness program. The Cardio Core. Okay. Ah, Jesus. Oh, come on. That is BS. Dude, Sai, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Dude, thanks for the cheers. The bits. I love the bits. Oh my gosh, I'm doomed though, Sai. I'm doomed right now. With the end of this game. I'm getting my ass kicked. Like, royally. I'm on the last continue. Last stage. Oh my gosh. So much anxiety right now. Oh my god, it's going too fast! Oh my gosh, yes! Never played this, but always want to. Sai, it is very good.
Central area. Big and Tillis. You take the corridor to the right. Show and read. Use
The only way that I can really
reach the core.
describe it is like it's got a little bit of janky controls because jumping is context sensitive.
Same as always.
So if you jump and press forward while jumping, you boost forward.
Do it.
So you have to jump without touching anything and then move forward. Like, it's weird. Of course it is. It's still a little wonky, and I'm doing an emulation within an emulation, so it's a little worse than what you would typically see. Saturn emulation is just fine. Now, it really is. So here you're getting a lot of crackle and sound. That's not in typical emulation anymore. Me and Big Landman are gonna kick some ass. Cover me, Big Landman. Oh, Jesus. What is going on, Tillis? There we go.
Nice going, Tillis.
That would be awesome, dude. We're eventually going to get there on the Saturn. Sega is one day going to also support the Saturn. I believe in the Sega Saturn and its ability to come back from the dead. Ah, shit, Tillis. Did you just do what I think you did? Tillis.
Go up.
I'm going up, lady. Don't tell me what to do. Oh my gosh, Tillis. Tillis, get your act together. Okay. How are you doing, by the way, Sai? What you been up to? Playing anything good? Watched anything good? I love the snowman bits. That is very entertaining. Okay. Going across now. So yeah, you won't get this crackle in typical emulation. It's struggling. It's bug-slugging struggling right now, just because my computer's one is old and not so beefy. How is Vampire, by the way? I hear lots of good things about Vampire.
Watch your stuff, Tillis. Let's go.
Alright, let's go, Big Landman. He's my favorite. He's a big landman. Little do you know, he's actually just a big landman.
Run away!
What the hell is that? I'm running away! Whew, okay.
Tillis, I'll take care of these things. Just go.
I'm going, Big Landman.
There's my hypersleep unit.
Stand back, Tillis.
Oh my gosh, we're getting some major chunk now. Me and Big Landman.
Are you okay?
No. The ones that I've experienced so far I haven't seen. But I don't know. There might be. There might be something now. I haven't really gotten too far headed big into the Saturn emulation modern days. I always use my old one that I've had forever.
Transport. How about activating 2 transport units simultaneously?
Okay, use mine.
Lead Phoenix
Okay,
and
mine's
Cho
They're set.
Amabane.
Ready.
Coordinates set.
Location confirmed. Activating the devices.
They're the strangest names in this game. And then you're just Tillis. You don't have a last name.
Transport complete.
But you are an orphan who has psychic powers and can talk to animals.
You can go now. We'll stop it here.
Joe and I can take care of things here.
Go,
Let's
Tillis,
go, Big Landman.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
The other 3 Rangers are back on your ship now.
Now the only thing I need to do is save the world.
You
That's-
forgot one thing. You need to make it back alive.
This game for $20, or Panzer Dragoon Saga for 20 from Toys R Us. My mom let me only pick one. Dude, tell me you picked Panzer Dragoon Saga. Please tell me you picked Panzer Dragoon Saga. I mean, I love Burning Rangers a lot, but it's not Panzer Dragoon Saga. Excellent. Yeah, my oldest brother, he had bought all these Sega Saturn games on super clearance at the store, and so we got Dragon Force. We got Dragon Force, Burning Rangers, Pendragoon Saga, Pendragoon 1 and 2, Saturn Bomberman, Enemy Zero, Magic Knight Rayearth, Albert Odyssey, and just on and Shining Force 3, Shining into the Darkness, all that stuff, and the system, and 2 controllers for like $80. It was crazy. It is, I would say it's mine as well, although I've never beaten it. Crazy. I've never beaten it. It's not long. I need to beat it. I'll probably beat it on stream. Because it's definitely such a fantastic game. Yeah, $80 and a system and 2 controllers. Boom. That was an easy boss fight. That was only phase 1! Oh, this is a computer security system, I might add. Tillis, on! Ah, shit, Tillis. Well, Tillis, you dead. Hey, you know what was like? Okay, Sai, Sonic R's not bad. I said it. Sonic R's not bad. The key to Sonic R is to control it like you do in a lot of Sega racing games, including games like Daytona on Dreamcast, by holding the thumbstick forward and steering on right and left increments from that, and using the R and L buttons a lot. It's not bad. It's not. For real, it's not. Let's get your shit together. Okay. Sega Saturn got the definitive Mega Man 8. That costs like a kitty to own. It's true. It does. It's not amazing. It just gets stuck in your head. It's got earworms, you know? It's like catchy pop tunes. Oh, shit, Tillis. You're gonna die. Come on, tell us. Ah, shit, tell us. Come on. Get a thing. You have to forgive me for just a second while I try to do this. Oh, come on. Tillis! You didn't shoot it when you're supposed to. Shit, Tillis, no. No, Tillis. There we go! Yes! It was buggy on, it was a buggy release on the Saturn. It wasn't very good.
Like the shield is gone.
Face the wrath of my blood tornado! I thought this game was mostly fighting fires. Didn't know about boss fights. So, thank you, Sai. Thank you. So, there were boss fights at the end of each level. The first one was a mutated plant. The second one was an a shark, a robot shark. And then the third one was the crazy ship thing. And then this one is crazy. It gets weird. Because like it's just simply fighting fires, and all of a sudden there's a crazy anime plot about some sick kid in cryo-freeze in space, and with a mutated security system. They found a cure, and now it's going to crash on Earth. And this is it. We did it.
Tillis,
Another one for the books.
I'm back home.
you did a remarkable job by yourself. You did really well.
Proud of you, Tillis. I'm proud of you. We're gonna crying. I love you guys. Hey, Nick! I didn't play Binary Domain Deviant. I'm with you, Tillis. I'm home. God. I get teary-eyed with all this stuff, no joke. I get genuinely like whenever something's like we're family, I'm like, oh. Nick, you have a Christmas tree. Nick, we just brought you your Christmas tree. Why are you buying a Christmas tree? We spent all day getting your Christmas tree. Okay. Who? Oh, a small one for your mom. Look at that, he's carrying a whale. Big landman's carrying a whale. That plant's the plant that you killed in the first level. So the doctor you save in the very first level is the doctor whose daughter is the one that's sick in the space station at the very end. Bring it all around full circle. Man, what a ride, man. I love me some Burning Rangers. So yeah, I mean, Burning Rangers is a unique beast. Nothing like it, right? We've had tons of games that are all about, you know, saving people and being like firefighters and, you know, kind of more non-violent stuff, but still kind of actiony and cool. But Burning Rangers is something else. And it's just a fun beast. It's fun because once you beat it, you actually unlock the ability to create randomly generated levels, sort of, so that the hallways and doors are randomly generated in the levels, so they change things up, and you can also play as different characters like Big Landman, even though nothing really. It's just a skin essentially. So you'll hear Big Landman somewhere else in the level saving people, but you can play as him. Just go. How crazy is this music, man? I love it. Hey, how's it going, Eric Tyler? Nice to see you. I see you lurking. Eric. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. We just beat Burning Rangers. Hopefully you got to see the end. I don't know if you did, but you're listening to the wonderful song stylings of, you know, me lip syncing to this wonderful game. Just dancing. It's a dance party, everybody. Get your groove on. Just look at my dance moves. Welcome to the virtual bedroom, by the way. Boom! We're actually playing an emulator within an emulator. This is a virtual bedroom that uses RetroArch as it's the juggle. Uses RetroArch as its emulation, emulates everything under the sun all the way up to Wii, excluding the original Xbox for some reason. And you can decorate your room as you like. As you can see right now, it's currently Pokemon themed. It's because I was playing Pokemon earlier in a previous stream. I just haven't changed it up. Even glow-in-the-dark Pokemon stickers, which I put up there. And you literally hook up your systems to it. The only ones that have modeled realistically are the PlayStation and Super Nintendo, and the Nintendo 64. And you get to customize your stuff. Like, here's a copy of LSD Dream Emulator sitting at the desk right now, because I've been lazy, I haven't changed it. And you can, you know, do stuff where you can just, you open this bad boy up, pop it in, book. You can hook up TVs. You have multiple TV hookups. So, like, while this Burning Rangers music's going, I know, no amiibos. And you can throw something like, hey, emulating the Saturn right now. Hooking the Game Boy up. Playing some Game Boy. And what's crazy is, yeah, they're running simultaneously. This is called EMU VR. You can check it out, Google it. You have to apply for their beta, which is simply emailing them and saying, hey, I want into the beta, and they hook you up. It requires a lot of customization and stuff to get like the walls and stuff the way you want. But yeah. Oh, also, this is crazy. This is crazy, Eric. Look at this. The one thing this thing does is emulates the RGB grill patterns in the TV accurately. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? No, this isn't deviant. This is somebody's own personal thing. So it's very nerdy, and this could be just a mess. It also has full light gun support, which is super cool. Yeah. So that's that. It's really cool. I dig it. And yeah, this is the guy's own personal project. You can move things around too. It is meant for VR, but it has desktop support. So, and so you've got your systems that you have in here. So, I've got you also can do video emulation as X is a VHS player, plays video. I've got Sega CD, Game Boy, DOS. It does DOSBox as well. So for instance, we'll throw it on a DOSBox, and the one DOSBox game I have on here is currently doesn't have any artwork, sadly. Sorry, Burning Rangers. Boink. You did good, Burning Rangers. And then we just throw this bad boy on. Boink. And we got Quest for Glory playing on my little phony TV. It's a Hexatron. Got some Cheetos paws hanging out there. Can't go wrong. And yeah, let me show you. So yeah, you can just start up a game. Boom, DOSBox. It does Commodore 64. It does you can do a mouse. Has mouse support. Ooh, haha. Yeah. It's crazy. Right? Like, this is awesome. So I'll give you the full list of all the stuff it supports. Let me pull that up. Oh, you don't see the mouse? You don't see the mouse at all? In this? Huh. Yeah, there's a mouse. You're crazy. I see the mouse. You don't see this mouse? You're crazy. A virtual physical one. Oh, I know. I know. That would be awesome. That would be so awesome. Let me tell you what EmuVMR supports. It supports a crap ton. Let me see. Blink, 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 blink. It does PlayStation, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Sega Dreamcast, SNES, NES, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Arcade, Commodore 64, DOS, PSP, Sega Master System, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Neo Geo, TurboGrafx 16, PC Engine, Super Graphics, 3DO, Wii with no Wii Remote game support, Virtual Boy, MSX, videos and music, Atari 2600, Atari 5200, Atari 7800, Atari Jaguar, Atari Lynx, Atari ST, STE, TT, and Falcon, Amstrad CPC, ColecoVision, Commodore 128, Commodore Amiga, Commodore Plus 4, Commodore VIC-20, Fairchild Channel F, Famicom Disk System, Handheld Electronic, Magnavox Odyssey 2, Philips Video Pack, Mattel Intellivision, MESS, the Multi-Emulator Super System, the NEC PC-98, Neo Geo CD, Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Nintendo 64 DD, Nintendo DS, PC Engine CD, PC FX, Pokemon Mini, RPG Maker 2000, 2003, Sam Coop, the Scum VM, Sega 32X, Sega CD, Sega Game Gear, Sega Naomi, Sega Pico, Sega SG-1000, Sharp X68000, Spectra Video, Thomson TO8, TO9, TurboGrafx CD, UME, Universal Machine Emulator, Vectrix, WonderSwan, WonderSwan Color, ZX Spectrum, and ZX81. It's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. And it's super cool. So yeah, I've been playing with that. Pretty much all my stuff's going to be mostly played on here, except for a few exceptions. Like at some point, if I get to Animal Crossing on the GameCube, I'd love to play with you guys and like on other people who are interested, where they make their own towns, send me the save data, I go visit them, that sort of thing, and send you back the changed stuff, so you can see like the letters and gifts and stuff that I send you guys. Do a bunch of whole crazy stuff. I mean, starting in 2020, I'm going to be doing a VR streams, because I've got a VR set up for PSVR. Turn this off. And want to do a tabletop RPG set coming soon, which is going to be a lot of fun, as well as doing this stuff. A lot of retro a lot of all that stuff. So it'll be exciting. I'm super stoked. Let's see. Yeah, right. I would love a Valve Index. Dude. Alex would be spectacular. I want to do that. Would be awesome. Half-Life Alex. But I need a better PC. Mine can handle this right now, but it's a little chunky. It's a little chunky. It's a little chunky Pikachu, you know. But it's one of the slow and steady. I have more than enough games right now to play, and also outside of Shenmue 3, I'm not big on getting into on the zeitgeist of stuff, because typically when that happens, one, don't have a lot to say about it. It's kind of more gut reactions, and that stuff is really kind of hard to it's not very interesting in my personal opinion. I do feel like once things have kind of subsided, then it's interesting to slow things down and kind of dissect it a little bit more. Shenmue 3 is an exception to that rule because, one, I'm a gigantic Shenmue like fanatic, so like my experiences with Shenmue are pretty extensive, and so like I could easily talk about that stuff. I really want to stick to a lot of older DOS games and show that stuff off. We're gonna probably tomorrow night we're gonna be starting Quest for Glory series because that's one of my favorites of all time in terms of adventure games. It's super good, and you get to carry your character over throughout all 5 games, and I want to do that. So maybe do that stuff for leading up to the holiday season. Zeliard. What's Zeliard? Is that one of the things on here? What is Zeliard? Was that the game you were playing earlier? And I just want to show off some stuff that I love right now. I mean, it just started, you know. On DOS by Game Art. I want to look that up. Zeliard, huh? Zeliard. Oh, an action RPG. All right. I'll have to look that up. Published by Sierra. Yeah, Sierra did some great publishing stuff. They also did Thexter. I'm going to, Nick. I'll be getting back to Pokemon for sure. I just wanted to take a little bit of a break because like Shenmue's a slower paced game, and Pokemon's a very slow paced game, and so like I was doing, you know, a lot of slower stuff. I wanted to kind of speed things up with a little more spicier stuff. So like Burning Rangers was definitely good to kind of get back into. Yeah, Thexter was updated. I played Thexter on my Apple IIgs, the one published by Sierra, and I loved the music for it because it was on the Apple IIgs, so it had some classical music, and it had some really great voice sampling. It's really cool, and man, that game was very cryptic to me as a kid. I didn't understand it, and it seemed that was my first like Japanese game, and to me it seemed so strange. Like, imagine a 4-year-old having culture shock, and that was very much me, like a robot that turns into a ship and like a person, and it just seemed so exotic and alien to me at the time. And I was playing games like Space Quest, so you would think like, oh, I'm used to space things, but that was really a strange experience, and I didn't fully understand what it was that I was playing at the time, and I'd love to revisit it, and because I haven't played it since then, and to go back and see it and just see like, was I wrong for thinking this was crazy? I think I would be, but who knows, you know. But man, I think the biggest whoa factor I had at that game was at that age was Forbidden Forest. See, like I had much older brothers, so like my experiences were very, very crazy. Because we had games like Manhunter, another Sierra game, and as a kid I played that. Right? Ooh, Forbidden Forest looks crazy. That's awesome. So it's like a fantasy fight stuff. You fight like, whoa, crazy like bug people. It's very, whoa. That looks weird. I dig it. J-Rod, hey, how's it going? In just a bit, we're gonna jump into the Renaissance stream, which is should be starting shortly. We'll go rate him and say hi, and that's gonna end the stream. But like, yeah, so I had much older brothers, so a lot of my gaming experiences as a kid was probably so not appropriate for me at that time. So being like 4 and 5 years old and playing games like Manhunter, New York, and was not necessarily the best thing. All right, CSI, awesome, thanks for the stream. Well, Ferris, that's when you were playing. Awesome side, take care. You get to see my name in the Renaissance lights. Yes, I know. Jared, I'm excited for you. I'm so excited. I'm proud of you. Our little Jared is growing up to be a competitor in the greatest battle of all, the greatest arena ever crafted, right? Named that Kazoon is truly, a testament to one's fortitude and awesome 8-bit chiptune knowledge. I am terrible at that. If he was doing Genesis music, I'd have it in the bag. In the bag. But NES, no. I played the classics, and I listened to it, but no, at no point am I like, what game is that for? You totally guessed the Kid Icarus. Hey, you know what? What's funny is that there's these instances where I'm like, I'm gonna guess this stupid one and throw it out, and then I don't throw it out, and somebody else says it, I'm like, no, that was the right one. Oh. Calamari incantation for your victory music. Yes, that would be, I don't know if that'd be even possible. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, man, because that's just, whew, that'd be beefy. I could play it on my ocarina, but I'm picking that back up. I have a 6-hole ocarina, not the Zelda stuff. I did it before Zelda was cool. And playing some game music because I love it. Basically, the Dolph Ziggler of Name That Kazoon. Yeah, no, I am the worst. I am the worst. Let's see. Who is he on yet? Let's see if he's on. Ren, are you on? He is! Let's go raid him right now. Boink! Raid the Renaissance. Oops. Wow. Boink! Let's go say hi to him. And of course, say a wonderful night. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Sai, for the bits. Thank you guys for just keeping me company. So I really appreciate all the stuff that you guys do. We're gonna go say hi to him in just a second. Just you and me again, the deviant. Everybody ran away. No, dude, don't worry about it, J-Rod. I started late today, so because I was so busy today. It was just a whirlwind of emotion. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, Deviant. Thank you for keeping me company the whole time. You were with me the whole way, and I appreciated it immensely. And it was an absolute pleasure talking to you. I learned so much by just listening to folks tell me about the games and stuff they love. So we're gonna go rate them, and you guys have a wonderful night. Okay? Bye.